Welcome to the deep dive. You sent over some really interesting documents on the new Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE Plus.
Yeah, just launched.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And our mission today is simple. Cut through the jargon, give you the core insights on this, well, pretty big mid-range tablet.
Let's do it. And I think the first thing to really understand is how Samsung's playing the field here.
Okay.
So this FE Plus launched April 2nd, 2025. It's kind of the mid-range partner to the fancy S10 Plus and Ultra that we saw back in September 24.
Right.
But here's the kicker. No standard, like 11-inch S10 this year. Seems like the FE is now your starting point if you want into this generation.
Ah, okay. So they're pushing the FE up a bit, maybe, making it the main large screen option unless you go full premium.
Seems that way. It carves out this upper mid-range space, focusing on, value for a big display.
Gotcha. So if that's the positioning, what are the specs that really define this FE Plus goal? What jumps out?
Well, first off, that screen, it's huge, 13.1 inches. It's an LCD, not AMOLED like the premium ones, but still.
13.1 inches is massive for a tablet that's not an Ultra.
It really is. Biggest FE screen they've done. The resolution is sharp, 2880 by 1800, and it's got adaptive refresh up to 90 hertz.
So smoother scrolling and video than a basic 60 hertz.
Exactly. Plus, it gets bright 800 nits peak with something called Vision Booster, which should help when you're outside.
Okay, impressive display specs for an FE. What's powering it? Is it keeping up?
It's got the Exynos 1580 chip. It's a 4-nanometer processor, so pretty efficient theoretically.
Same one as in the A56 phone.
That's the one. So solid mid-range performance, likely a big step up from the last FE tablets. Memory options are 8 or 12 gigs of RAM paired with 128 or 256 gigs of storage.
And storage?
Yes.
Is it expandable? That's always a big question.
Yes. Big win here. Micro SD card slot supports up to 2 terabytes. That's a key differentiator, especially against, well, certain competitors.
Definitely. Okay, huge screen, decent chip, expandable storage. What about the battery to run all that?
It's substantial, 10,090 milliamp hours. Supports 45-watt fast charging, too.
Charger included.
Or, likely not included. That seems to be the trend. But Samsung's claiming, up to 21 hours of video playback. So it sounds promising for all-day use.
Okay, that's pretty solid endurance if it holds up. Let's switch to cameras. What are we looking at?
They've simplified things a bit here. There's a single 13-megapixel camera on the back.
Just one. No ultra-wide on the rear anymore.
Nope, they dropped the rear ultra-wide from the last gen, but the front camera is a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, which is, good for video calls.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Focus on the essentials, maybe. Any other hardware features that stand out?
Yeah, 2 big ones, actually. First, IP68 water and dust resistance.
Wow, and on a tablet. That's rare.
It really is. Gives you some peace of mind. And second, the S Pen is included in the box. Standard.
Ah, very nice. So ready for notes and drawing right away.
Exactly. And one more sort of surprising detail.
Yeah.
Software, it launches with Android 15 and One UI 7.
Wait, newer than the flagships launched with?
Yep. Even newer than the S10 Plus and Ultra had at their launch. That's a pretty good selling point for longevity.
Definitely. Okay, speaking of software, Galaxy AI. Is that packed in here too?
It is. They're calling it Galaxy AI, or sometimes Awesome Intelligence. Seems like marketing is playing with it.
Right.
But the core stuff is there.
Like circle to search?
Circle to search, Note Assist, which does math solving, handwriting conversion, audio sync with notes. Quite neat stuff.
So real AI features filtering down.
And AI photo and video editing, too. It shows Samsung wants these AI capabilities across the board, not just on the, $1,000 plus devices. Maybe slightly tiered compared to the Ultras, but still present.
Interesting strategy. So bringing it all together, how does this FE Plus fit into the whole tablet landscape?
It's a definite upgrade from the Tab S10 FE Plus score, no question. Bigger screen, better chip, the AI features.
But it's still clearly distinct from the S10 Plus core.
Oh, yeah. LCD versus AMOLED, the processor difference, fewer cameras on the FE Plus form. It sits firmly in that upper mid-range. It's going to compete with things like the iPad Air, maybe even some cheaper laptops, given the screen size.
And the differentiators would be?
That huge screen, the included S Pen, which is a big value add compared to buying one separately, and that IP68 rating. Those are its unique selling points.
But the price? I think the sources mentioned it might be a bit steep. Around $650 US?
Yeah, starting at $649 US, $750 in Europe. It's not exactly cheap, so it kind of has to justify that cost with the features. It needs to prove its value against, say, an iPad Air where the ecosystem is strong, even if you have to buy the pencil separately.
Right. So wrapping this up for you, the listener, the Tab S10 FE Plus Looks like a pretty compelling package if you prioritize a large screen, decent performance for everyday stuff, and those handy extras like the S Pen and water resistance.
Exactly. It's aiming for that sweet spot premium-like features without the absolute top-end
Yeah.
price. But you gotta weigh if those specific strengths, like the LCD screen choice versus an OLED and that price point, work for you against the competition.
It definitely presents a strong case for a feature-packed large tablet experience. Considering all this, what's the one thing about the S10 FE Plus that really sticks out to you now?
I've included links with more details in the description below, so be sure to check those out. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Deep Dive, like the video, and ring the bell for more helpful content. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day ahead.